Hello, this is Adam Bramhald here. I am fighting in 4 weeks' time on September 9th at Cage Steel. I fight out of AVT here in Leeds, and I have a record of 12 wins and 2 losses.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times.
On the fence. I'm on the fence.
We don't need to talk about that.
We went left hook from Yaoundé came and landed on him, you know, so.
Right, decent. Welcome back to another episode of King's Court Meets. I'm here with Adam Bramhald. Adam, how are you doing today?
I am very good, very good, full of energy, full of life, ready to put on a show in 4 weeks' time.
Nice, nice. Again, thanks for letting me come down and get the opportunity to talk to you. You obviously, your career is illustrious to say the least, you know, multiple time Thai boxing champion, multiple time MMA champion, the current Cage Steel Bantamweight world champion as well, record of 12-2.
Yep.
On a 10-fight win streak at the moment in time as well. And you like finishes. I think only 2 of those.
I like finishes, yeah.
Only 2 of those wins have come by decision. 6 KOs, 4 subs. What is it about finishes that you like?
To be honest, I like entertaining.
I think his face is moving, but he's definitely hurting with it. Ball's getting through. Just get the pressure on now. Yes, he's done it. He's finished it. Takes the world title. Cage Steel. Wow.
Decisions are great. Like, I've got 2 decision wins, and they were really, really good fights. And I prefer them over some finishes that weren't as great. Like, I like, you know, hearing that reaction from the crowd, like that, making them that wow factor and cheering and entertaining. Like, I'd rather lose. Sometimes for me, I'd be fine losing a fight as long as I'd put on a show, you know. But finishing's obviously great, and I like finishing in all different ways.
Yeah?
All different ways, yeah.
Fair dues, fair dues. Well, let's just backtrack a little bit. Just tell me how it all started. How did you get into combat sports and, to where you are now?
Well, my dad was a professional boxer, so I suppose it was always sort of in the background, in my blood or whatever. Mum didn't really like it. She never let me do anything like that. But I ended up just going with a friend. Like, he'd started training MMA, and he was like, "Why don't you just come along?" And then I was 17 at the time, and then it was just one of those. Like, I went, you got through your first session, he was like, "It's all right, that," and then you kind of get addicted to improving and how quickly you learn things. I pick things up really quickly, and I just never stopped after that. Just straight in. Trained for a year, and then I had my first fight.
I do. So you've always been straight to MMA. The Thai boxing as well. Is that being side by side with the MMA, or?
Yes. So what I did was I started training MMA all as one thing, and then after about 9-10 months, I moved and started doing all my Thai boxing with John Pop over at Kiat Pontip in Leeds, who is a stadium champion in Thailand. He's a Thai himself. He moved over and opened up a gym. So I did all my Thai boxing with him instead of training, you know, that MMA Thai boxing style, whilst training MMA as well. So like I made my own style out of training traditional Thai boxing and MMA rather than just training striking with an MMA coach.
Nice, nice. Do you think that gives you the edge over?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
That sets me apart. Sets my attacks apart. I don't think that's what makes me a better striker than people. I think that's in here, but yeah, definitely helps.
Decent. And I saw some of your last fight when you won the Bantamweight Championship, and you're striking like it's nothing that I've actually seen before. And I watch a lot of MMA. I don't train, but I watch a lot of MMA. And the way that you set up that straight left after. You like sort of like you dodge that leg kick. That really good. That man really. Impressive.
Well, I was trying not to take any damage to my legs after the first half of that round because I had nerve damage, so I couldn't really take any more leg kicks. But like I said, like I work out patterns with striking, and I see things happening as they happen, and then I work out patterns throughout the fight and the fight and the fight. It's like my brain is like an algorithm for striking. You know, like get me to the second round, and I always know what I'm gonna do when it comes to striking. Like it's up there. It's computed. That's how I can say it.
Come on, I love that.
I'm like some kind of, I don't know, some kind of computer.
And I saw like, well, I read an interview that you did. I think it was maybe like a year ago or something. That you said that after that after the first round, I think after the first kick that you threw, you felt like you broke your ankle or something. Did the nerve damage come from there?
It was the first kick he threw.
The first kick he threw.
So he kicked me on the knee, and you've got a nerve that connects your knee to your foot. It's basically like the funny bone, but on your leg.
Yeah.
I thought I'd broke my ankle in that moment because I couldn't stand on it. But I basically just had a numb leg, so I was trying to walk on this leg, but my foot didn't work, or my ankle didn't work, and I was basically walking on my shin, like wobbling around all over the place, and I didn't regain full feeling of it until the end of the first round. And that happened in like the first 20 seconds, I'd say.
That makes the win all that more impressive. Like,
yeah.
Fair dues. And then you've been out for a bit since then. What's been the injury and how have you recovered from it since?
It kind of stemmed from that, but the two fights I had prior to that, I had a hamstring injury, which I couldn't grapple, couldn't wrestle, I could hardly even run. I was literally just Thai boxing and doing conditioning. So I couldn't improve, and I thought, these fights are getting hard. I'm sick of training for these fights that are difficult without being 100%. Not 100%. You're never going to go into an MMA fight 100%, but at least being able to train everything and able to improve the grappling where I wanted to improve. So injuries came from that. Like the injuries probably came from the ankle getting mashed up from the knee in that one, which affected tendons and all that. And it's just took a year and a half to get that right. But I'm absolutely brand new now. Like I feel really good.
2.0.
Yeah, 2.0. That's how I feel. Different mindset and completely different fighter as well, I think.
Yeah.
Which at this stage is weird to feel like a different fighter, you know. But I do feel a complete new guy.
Come on. And then I also know that you coach over at Unrivaled over in Sheffield, is it?
Yeah.
Decent. And then you've got obviously a successful PT business as well on the side.
Yeah.
Have you been still coaching and still doing the PT throughout that period?
Well, I started coaching there maybe April, I think. When I started, yeah. I enjoy it. I've got a good relationship with Brett, who owns it. You know, we don't do anything that interferes with my training.
Okay.
And you know, I am actually enjoying coaching it. It's helped as well, like with sharpening your own mind and technique towards things. You know, you have to look at details because you're going to teach somebody it. So I think it's great, and I enjoy doing it. I enjoy helping people, and we are building something quite good. I think in a year or so, we might have a few fighters. So,
Man, I like that. And then with the PT as well, is your knowledge obviously of health, the body, the movement, has that helped your recovery to where it is now as well?
Maybe. I mean, PT stuff, I'm not really pushing that much at the moment because I'm so busy. I only have, that is just a little bit of a side earner for me to try and build alongside fighting, but I can't really invest too much time into that yet with the fight coming up. I'll be looking at doing that between fights more and building that from there.
Nice, fair dues. And then we were talking off camera recently about your fight, obviously Cage Steel now for September. Not know too much obviously about your opponent, but you've seen obviously in shadow boxing, you've seen a few things. What's your take on him?
It's an interesting fight for me actually. The guy's meant to be a pro Muay Thai fighter as well, which I think is good because that means I'm going to have someone at least of a good standard on the feet with me. It makes like I say, I like to entertain, so it's going to be a great way to build atmosphere and build through the fight and make it exciting, make people go, you know, like that's what I want. That's what I want from fights. I want people to remember the fights, not just think, oh, he stuffed that guy, you know. Yeah. That's what I want. So I'm really excited. He's a Thai boxer apparently by trade. I've been training at with pro Muay Thai fighters, European, British champions since I was 17. I'm not worried about that, but I think it's going to be a great fight.
Nice. And I've seen again some of your fights previously as well. You seem like an exciting fighter, and as you said before, you like to put on a show as well. Not been to Cage Shield before, but hopefully this September will be the first time we'll come and see your show on display. I see that you also do some strength and conditioning over at Headstrong as well. What is it about that place? Because I'm seeing a lot of fighters, a lot of the top UK athletes.
really knowledgeable. Like he's a decent guy, you know. Like I get on with him as well. We've got a lot to talk about, and he's just like his knowledge of conditioning. It's different, and you've seen quite a lot of people like him as well coming through with this new knowledge on conditioning. It's not just running, it's not just lifting. It's like contrasting everything together. And I actually started working with him for that last fight because I couldn't run. You know, I couldn't do certain things. I couldn't grapple. So I needed to get fit by doing like conditioning to replicate that level of fitness. And I felt amazing like during the fight, you know, once the fight settled down, like my fitness was unbelievable during it. So I wasn't gonna, you know, stop using him. I'll use him forever. You know, he's a brilliant coach, and yeah, he's getting the best out of a lot of guys. Like a lot of guys that train here, they get a lot out of him, and you can see that when they fight in their performance.
Yeah, dude, fair play. And then obviously here at ABT, how long have you been training here at ABT?
I started training here after my second amateur fight, so we're talking 10 years I've been here.
10 years.
Yeah, I've been here for a while. With
You've
ABT.
been in the game for a while, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Not a mark on me.
Indeed.
Well,
And I asked Sim this because I spoke to Sim a few weeks back as well. Like, what is it about this place? Because it seems like there's a buzz here. We see now here today, obviously, there's a lot of people in different styles and whatnot. What is it to you?
I don't know. It's just like I mean, it starts off. We started building. You know, Danny got signed to the UFC, and then we built the gym up and up. There was previous gyms before that. I wasn't at the very first one, but I was at the second one, and from there. And then something like that, and then we get more fighters. We've had through the years, we've had some amazing fighters come through, different levels, fighters that probably should have been in the UFC that didn't, and stuff like that. And now Danny's just built this gym and this atmosphere full of, you know, different people, like all different backgrounds, everything in one place, and it's just a good laugh. Like you have people here, it's just pushing each other and just taking the piss at the same time, you know. They're just having, you know, we're all having a good time at the same time, you know.
Yeah, I love that. And then obviously we know that you fought a while at Cage Steel now, and obviously Cage Steel's a very good promotion sort of thing. But I wonder, is your phone been ringing for some of these bigger worldwide promotions?
Yeah, I mean, there's been a few times where I've been asked, yeah. Well, the biggest one of all was a thing at one point, but unfortunately due to injury last year, like it was hard to. Well, we definitely couldn't have done that one because they rang on the Thursday. But you know, there's loads of options for me to go to after this. One of my main goals is to travel, so okay. I've got my eye on these new up and coming European ones and stuff like that I want to be a part of.
Yeah.
You know, some of the best fights I've had. I love fighting at home in Doncaster, but there's something about just going and being you and your coach in a different country, in a different city, different culture, and just being there and getting paid for it. You know, it's free. It's a free trip away, and yeah, I love it. I love the fact that I get to do that. I love fighting in front of a crowd as well, in my own crowd. It's just, I'm open-minded for everything.
Yeah, that's it. Well, keep your phone on loud because I'm sure of a victory in September.
Just need to get back on there. Get back on the rankings, don't I? So
indeed, definitely. And just a quick one. I want to know a bit more about you outside of here. What do you do in your free time, like outside of MMA, outside of training? What does Adam do outside of the cage?
Free time? I don't have free time. I really don't. I get up at 4:30 every day. I've got dogs. I've kept my dog out, and then I go to the gym, and then I work full time as well.
Oh, wow,
my family own a jewelers. I'm basically the main jeweler downstairs there. I fix and repair and do everything. I finish work at 4. I have to go training again. Get home, I have to eat, and then I've got other dogs to walk. And I'm in bed at 9 o'clock, 9:30 every day. I'm up at 4:30 every day. Free time is Saturday at 1:30 when I finish coaching and training. Then I'll sit down and I'll watch football or something. That's it. That's all I do. So
fair dues. So when that phone call comes, will you go full-time MMA, or would you still be doing some stuff?
I'd discuss it, but I'd definitely be investing more time into training.
Yeah.
More daytime into training than I do now. Yeah.
Come on, fair dues, fair dues. Right, we're just going to go like a little skip, quick fire questions. I'll give you two options. First thing that comes into your head. You all right for it?
Yeah, I'm ready, yeah.
Sweet. All right. Thai boxing or jiu-jitsu?
Thai boxing.
Boxing. Thai boxing or MMA?
MMA.
All right. Coaching MMA or PTing?
Coaching MMA.
Guinness or Peroni?
Fuck. Peroni.
Sheffield, Doncaster or Leeds?
Doncaster.
Roast or steak and ale pie?
Ooh, roast.
Okay.
That was tough, that one.
It will be the UFC Bantamweight Championship next weekend. Aljamain Sterling or Sugar Sean
Sterling.
O'Malley? All right, thank you. Nice. That was quick
Yes.
off the mark there. I like it.
Oh, you threw me with that steak pie one, man. I can't wish and the Guinness one. It depends what time of year it is. If we'd have had this interview in November, I'd have said Guinness, you know. But,
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I like bottles of Peroni more than cans of Guinness, but sometimes I like a pint of Guinness more than a pint of Peroni. That was a tough question.
I like
Threw me on the beer and food, man.
it. Smashed it. And then the last question we do a skit again called Ask It Forward. We ask fighters we've interviewed previously to ask a question to our next guest, not knowing who they will be. Last one was from Simeon actually, and he asked, "What does mixed martial arts mean to you?"
It means it's part of my identity, you know. It's who I am now. It's made me so much more humble and such a better person, a man that learns. I'm constantly learning, not even just in MMA, but in the world of like nutrition and health and well-being. It's so much part of my life now. I can't imagine not having that kind of attitude towards life, and it means everything to me.
I do. I'll just give you the moment to shout out your sponsors, anything that's going on in your personal life or whatever.
Yeah, I'll shout out everybody that supports me, social media, and everybody that's supporting me live at the event. Sponsors, I've got a lot. Well, I haven't got a lot. I've got a lot of people that help me. This one, I've been really lucky to work with a brilliant chiropractor. They've really been able to transform this knee that was dead, bring that back to life. That's Bright Green Spinal Health. They're really good. Hard Life Fightwear, Excess Mouth Guards, Headstrong. I'll shout out to them even though I already have. Shit, I'm forgetting. Essence of Nature, my CBD supplier. They're absolutely brilliant. They stuck with me all the way through this period. They've been helping me out with recovery. I've got a new one, Dean's Butchers in Sheffield. That's class. You know, if you'll follow me, you know, I promote a lot of meat eating.
Yeah.
Don't want to offend anybody, but they take care of me now with that. CH Productions, taking care of my videography. That's brilliant. Physio Med in Leeds. And I can't remember anymore, so I'll have to Photoshop me in.
It's all good. We'll put them in the link below. No, Adam, you're already well into your MMA career, but I think you still have a bright future, definitely.
Thank you.
We're excited to see what happens in September, and thanks for letting me come down.
No, anytime, buddy.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers, man.
Gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times.
On the fence. I'm on the fence.
We don't need to talk about that.
Left hook from Yaoundé came and landed on him, you know, so